So hi, this is a piece that I made very recently digitally, as you can tell by how it looks. That I went through quite a few iterations of this idea, and I went with the basic idea of somebody doing a selfie in front of an atrocity, and each version of it that I didn't quite work, or what I just wasn't quite happy with, until I stumbled upon eventually came across this one. I say stumbled, I did kind of carefully choose the pictures, but it was through a lot of searching that I actually managed to find the ones that I wanted, because I wanted a picture of an atrocity, and thought something that's happening too soon would cut to the bone a bit too much, or I'd be seen as I didn't want to be seen to be profiting from some or exploiting something that was happening right now. So when the original idea was I could have someone taking a selfie in front of someone that's self-immolating, so I thought of this before the tragic events that happened in DC, Washington DC recently. So, but that one went out the window, and I just didn't end up cutting that, because I was going to use that very famous image of the Buddhist monk burning themselves in protest of the Vietnam War that was more famously used for the dead Kennedys used it for one of their single covers. I can't remember, it may have been Holiday in Cambodia, one version of that, and also very more popularly and more recently, well, not that recently, about 30 years ago, over 30 years ago, but obviously Rage Against the Machine used it for the cover of their debut album. But I wanted to have like the atrocity to be a black and white image if I could. One version of it I did have a colour one, and then a picture of a woman doing a selfie, an actual photo, and it didn't quite work to my liking. Apology for the noise; it's the dog running around the front room, and it just didn't look to how I liked it. This is the version. This is the version of what I've done that I'm most happy with. So obviously, this is a atrocity pictures of Japanese soldiers during. It may have been in China. It was either in China or Manchuria. I can't remember. And this was a computer made drawing of two women doing selfies, but they were blank. They were blank face. There was no the original drawing. There were no eyes, so I didn't digitally remove them. They weren't there in the first place. And this woman on the left, there was no nose. I don't know if that was just stylistically meant because the woman here has a nose. But the thing about the eyes, I don't know what the original artist had intended for that. Whether it was to be deliberately put no eyes for her to make a reason, I don't know. This was an image I got from Pixabay, so that's royalty free. This probably not so much, but I don't think anyone's going to kick about that. So I entitled this For the Likes. I had that in mind, the whole thing, and aside, I wanted to put there, since I didn't have the intention of replacing their eyes with anything until I came across this picture. So that brought this bit about, and I think maybe this bit of it, this element to it, has probably made it look a little less like. I don't know if it's the right thing to say, more professional, more my style, but like how I did it before, it just didn't look like me or like what I do so much. Or as much, or I just wasn't happy with it. This I'm a lot more happy with. So obviously, I got not the exact Facebook thumbs up, but it's an approximation of that, close enough so you know what it is, different enough so you can so it's not it. So for copyright purposes, and I did a different. I could have put a thumbs up in her eye, but I also, when I searched on maybe Google image search for likes, I got these were the two first images I came up with. So this is more of a Facebook. This is an Instagram thing, but it shows because Instagram use hearts. I don't know if they don't really use, or don't anymore, use those a white heart in a box with an arrow pointing down. But again, this makes it but it's almost like they say it's an Instagram, but I think it's more of a generic kind of likes um, um, icon, because as you will see looking down, well, yeah, I see actually Facebook, YouTube actually has the thumbs up, but other ones, like for instance, more like a Twitter or a Threads or on Instagram, they will have hearts, but YouTube, as you can see looking below, which I'd like you to click, is a like button, is a thumbs up. But and I thought it looked a bit too undenied about the thing about her nose too, and I started to put something there, but I started to make a point of it. So this is why, I'm going to zoom into this. This is why you can see there's a $sign there in place of her nose, and when I was thinking of doing that, I was initially concerned, would that work? But the shape, the particular font I used, and just the shape of it, I think kind of worked quite well. You've still got that little dimple that everyone has under the nose. I don't know what it's called. So I'm pretty happy with how this piece came out. Like I said, with some pieces you could actually crop a bit off that side or a little bit there and make it square, so it would make an album cover, make a record cover, or have a blank bit at the top or the bottom. It would make, I think, it would make quite a good record cover. So that's a bit of a hint for any bands that are out there might be listening to this. If you are watching this, I should say. So let me know what you think of this. Do you think this piece actually worked? Because there is the whole so a very radical stylistic change between these and the girls in the foreground, and I didn't have it in mind for it to be just girls. I did do one version of it where it was a man, and that one didn't work either. So I'm not picking on women here. On female influences, I'm picking on them all, or the selfish types. It's because the people who really spring to mind, who really take advantage of these kind of atrocities, of bad things for influences. Obviously, most famous or infamous, whichever you want to put it, is Logan Paul, with what he did. I won't go into it again. You can just look that up. And it completely wrecked. It completely wrecked things for small YouTube creators ever, and it was. But most importantly, it was an appalling thing to try and show, especially for the family of the other person involved. So, but anyway, see if you like this. I mean, if this works, it's so stylistic because this is drawn, this is photographed, and it's also black and white. That's what I think where it kind of works. It's kind of this fakery going on here against stark reality as well. And there's also the fact that it's jolly, happy, pretty, ugly side of the world, and they're just oblivious to it all. Oblivious was probably another possible title for this, but for the likes, I think won out. So let me know if you think this works at all. And like I said, any bands, let me know if you want to use it. And obviously like, share and subscribe. Give me some comments, please, if you have any. And in my description is among other things, my link tree, which has the links for my merch, links on my socials. I always like if you follow me on those, buy something. But if you want to help me for free, then like I said, subscribe and share and comment. They help me immense. They will help me immensely. So, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.